tonight I'd really like to thank someone who is seated in this room, a woman who has had to put up with an awful lot. She is my best friend, and she's my lover. And I would like her to stand up. My lover, Miss Janet Reno. I was just kidding. It's actually Tipper Gore.
Thank you very much for that warm welcome, but I got to tell you right off the bat, this is a bad news week for Almost Live. Now, the Sonics traded Jim McIlvaine, you know, and that's right, the news hit us hard. He was our go-to guy on the show. You know, McIlvaine himself was pretty sorry about the trade because during the strike, the Key Arena people put new upholstery on the bench, and it would have been really... That was it. I guess that was it right there. The last McIlvaine joke we'll ever make. Oh, well. Take a breath and go on with our lives. Well, our legislature in Olympia, they're in session, not paralyzed by impeachment. Oh, no, they're paralyzed by bats. Did you see this? That the Senate office building's infested with bats. And they're all complaining, oh, there's bats, you know. And it's like, I got a question. What is going on down in Olympia? There's always bats in government buildings. You remember... A few years ago when Gary and Monologue moved out of the governor's mansion because it had bats and the exterminators came in and wiped them out. And to me, the real sad thing about that was that no one ever believed Mike Lowry about the bats. He came to work every day and he'd say, I woke up last night and there were bats flying all over them. And I'd go, oh, Mike, get some help. You know, come on, Mike, you know. Get some help. It's sad. It's sad. Anyway, we've got a great show for you today, but first, we have got something to help all you busy office executives.
Wow, this is the best letter I've ever had. Type me up another one.
Nope, one letter.
Hey, listen, sweetie, I said type me another letter.
You can't type me, you big jerk.
Is there a problem?
He's Sweet Johnny K, temporary office worker pimp. The man with the finest stable in the building. Whatever you want, you can get it from Sweet Johnny K.
Damn, you Xerox fine. Girl, who you work for?
Oh, thanks. Dave Murphy and accounts receivable.
Aw, he's a punk. Now, you gotta get with me. You gotta get with a real man, someone who knows how to take care of you. You gotta get with me. You gotta get with Sweet Johnny K.
Righteous. He's off the street and in your office. Watch out. It's Sweet Johnny K.
Now, you've been in that building all day typing and typing. You got some busy fingers today, I know that, so you gotta show me what you got for me. What you got for me, huh?
Actually, there wasn't really a lot of typing today. I've mostly just been doing inventory control.
You holding out on me? You was trying to hold out on me?
Sweet Johnny.
All right, then you get in there, you do some typing until you got something for me. You don't play with Johnny K.
You using his pimping skills for good and increasing productivity around the USA, it's Sweet Johnny K.
Hi.
Hey, executive type. Now, I know you need some dictation. You know, she knows Word 98, she knows Excel, she knows everything from the Windows 98 Office suite, and I know you ain't never had dictation like that before. I know that.
Can I get both of them?
Hey, don't get greedy, all right? Come on, show him a good time there. Yeah, you have a good time. That's all right, you have a good time. What are you looking at? Get back to work. Go, get back to work. Come on, get back to work. Damn.
He's Sweet Johnny K, temporary office worker pimp. You're ashamed of yourself.
All right, we got a great show, and we'll be right back, so you come on back.
Sickness and in health, from this day forward till death do you part.
I will.
Bless you both. Having pledged their traditional vows, Neil and Paige now want to share their personal vows with one another. Now, they've written these themselves, and they're going to hear them from each other for the very first time. Just before the ceremony, Paige confided to me that she's afraid she'll cry when she hears Neil's, so she would like to go first.
My precious Neil, I am so excited to be married and spend the rest of my life with you. I love the way your eyes crinkle up when you laugh. I love to pat that cute bald head. The way you act with children, the way they love to be around you, lets me know that my prayers have been answered, and I've found the man of my dreams. At night, I don't want to close my eyes, because when I'm sleeping, I'm missing out on time with you. Oh, Neil, you are my sun and moon and stars. I vow there will never be another man for me. You are my soulmate, my lover, and my best friend. And I will always love you. We'll always love you.
Neil?
Wow. That was amazing. I didn't even know you could sing. Wasn't she great? Who else would like to hear another verse? Come on, honey.
Oh, no. We want to hear your vows, Neil.
Sure. Vows, yeah. Okay, yeah. Paige, I love you. I mean, I really love you a lot. And I promise to first check with you before buying a boat.
Is that it, my son?
Huh?
Don't be nervous. Just we want to hear the rest.
The rest? Oh, you mean the rest of my personal vow? Is that what you mean by the rest?
Yeah, there's more, isn't there?
Oh, yeah, sure, of course. It's just, well, he tripped me up when he went, that's it. It's just, I was pausing, for emphasis. But now that I have paused, it occurs to me that some of our wonderful friends would like to join in. And I think Ray wanted to say something.
What?
Go ahead, Ray.
Me?
Go ahead, Ray.
Oh, right. I'm so happy for Paige and Neil. I think she's great. She's the greatest girl he's ever had. I mean, that's what we were telling him. That's what we were telling him at the bachelor party. I mean, she's the greatest. Way better than Linda. Once he gets a few drinks in him, he starts talking about Linda, and Paige is way better.
Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Ray. Thank you.
Because it's not about how good someone is in bed. I mean, that fades after a few years. I mean, what's really important...
Thank you, Ray.
You want to marry someone you can talk to. That's what's really important in the long run. And Paige can talk. She's always...
I'm ready. I'd like to continue now because I have more things that I have prepared to say. I have many things that I want to say that I'd like to say, and it's just that there's so many things and where to start. I want to let everyone know that I'm happy at this moment because Paige is sweet like candy that contains fructose and corn sweeteners with red dye that's like a rose or like my heart. And our love will not be returned within 1 week, or penalties will accrue with interest because our love will last forever, and it assumes no responsibility for lost or stolen articles because our love was not stolen and it can never be lost. And it is, if our love is inspected by number 27, it will stand the test because our love is that strong. And Trojan. I mean, Troy, you're my Helen of Troy, and I would be gladly be Trojan through the snow for miles to get to my love. In case of fire, break glass. The old saying goes, and there is a fire in my heart that would break any glass or melt the glass for Paige, my love. And that's what I wanted to say about that.
He's crying. He's crying. He's crying. He's crying. He's crying.
I just wanted it to be special.
Studio amplification for Almost Live provided by American Music.
This is the late report. Well, a 2-pound chunk of ceiling material fell from the roof of the Kingdome last weekend and plummeted into some empty seats. Officials say that if the chunk had fallen just a few weeks earlier at the year's final Seahawks game, it still would have probably fallen into some empty seats. A Beacon Hill elementary school has been infested by rats who leave droppings on desks and floors. The rat problem was first brought to the school's attention when the entire first grade brought rats to show and tell. Free seminars about landslides are being offered to area residents that live in slide-prone areas. The first seminar in the series is entitled, Run! The Pike Place Market executive director received a vote of no confidence from a group of merchants this week. In other action, the guitar player on the second-level landing received a vote of no talent. Tukwila leaders are lobbying to have the light rail line route changed from Highway 99 to South Center. Although there's nothing funny about this story, we found it humorous that Tukwila actually has leaders. This week, several Democrats in Olympia rode a yellow school bus from the Capitol to an elementary school to showcase their plans for better schools. Along the way, the bigger Democrats beat up the smaller, weaker Democrats and took their lunch money. The 1999 Bellevue Home Show is taking place this weekend, featuring the Bedroom of Dreams. Also featured the Kitchen of Delusion and the Living Room of No Way. Well, the Puget Sound region is becoming one of the worst traffic areas in the nation. One solution may be the proposed light rail system, and here to explain it is Pat Cashman. Pat?
Thank you, John. Thank you. And, you know, I'll get to that light rail proposed route in a moment, but something else I wanted to bring up first, if it would be okay, John.
Well, yeah, I guess, sure.
Good, good. Because as you may have heard a couple of weeks ago, the Disney animated film The Rescuers was recalled from stores nationwide after it was discovered that the cartoon contained 2 frames showing a naked pair of female breasts.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. I guess that's pretty pathetic that someone would get all exercised over 2 frames of video. I don't think that's even perceptible to human vision.
I can't, frankly, John, believe that you as a parent of little kids would not be upset about something that was discovered like that in a Disney film.
Well, actually, you're right. I don't worry about it too much.
Well, I do. Okay? And what I have discovered is a pattern of reckless and suggestive stuff in Disney's animated features.
Pat, I thought you were going to talk about light rail.
I'm going to talk about light rail, but first, take a look at some of these scenes I found in movies that we thought we knew. Here's an old favorite, Lady and the Tramp. Seems innocent enough. Here's Tramp rolling over. Now let's run that again, slow, and freeze it right there. You notice anything missing, John? Is perhaps this movie actually better named Lady and the Other Lady?
I never noticed that before, Pat.
There's more, John, much more. Here's cute little Jiminy Cricket hopping onto the fireplace mantel. There's Geppetto painting on Pinocchio's face. Look where Jiminy's hand is. Can you believe that? He's having a fine time. And he seems to know exactly what he's doing.
I think you've made your point, Pat. Okay.
I wish that was the end of it, John. It's not. Remember Bambi? Seems like such a sweet film. Until this scene coming up with Thumper and his girlfriend. There's not even any subtlety to that.
I don't remember that scene going on that long.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised about that myself. And check out this shot from the supposedly charming little fairy tale of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Watch this. What's that all about? And why are the dwarves always singing hi-ho, hi-ho? Why did they call her that? She's just cleaning their place up.
I think you may be reading things into this, Pat.
I don't think so, John. Now, I used to love Peter Pan. Wonderful story. There's Peter. There's Wendy. He's going to put his shadow back on. And then I look more closely at this scene where Tinkerbell is stuck in a drawer and gets caught in a keyhole. Now, watch this, John. You slow that down a little bit and you add some music to it and you got something downright disgusting.
Well, Pat, why would you slow the video down and put that music in it? What?
Well, I'm just saying, there's a lot of sickos out there, so you don't put it past them. They could do that.
All right, look, Pat, we're just about out of time. You haven't talked at all about light rail. Not at all.
Okay, I'm going to get to that right now, and I was just about to do it. Now, if you look at this animation of the proposed light rail system, you will see that as it moves south, it terminates down near Tacoma.
Hey, you know something? You know something? We're out of time. This has been the Late Report. Don't go away, because we're coming right back.
We interrupt this program to bring you exclusive live coverage of the State of Kent address. Here now is the Mayor of Kent, and his buddy, Roy.
Good evening, friends, Boeing workers, and fellow patrons of the Deja Vu Dance Club. I've been asked to talk about the state of Kent. And, you know, I think it's pretty good. You think it's pretty good? Yeah. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I got my truck fixed this year, and that was good. And, oh, we got some new businesses to relocate here. We got 5 new taverns. We have 3 new strip clubs and 2 speedy loops. That's good. That's good. Oh, and more warehouses. That's good. Good for jobs. Good for jobs. Plus, we passed a new cap registration law where all men have to register their caps. And, you know, heck, that's raised about $50,000, which goes into the Treasury, and that helps pay for the big kager at the end of the year. So that's good. That's good. And I got in some good steelheading. And, oh, I got the paneling up in the den. I got the paneling up, you know, in my den, like that. It was, you know, about time. So, you know, I'd say as far as Kent goes, it's, you know, it's pretty good. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to get a half rack?
Sure.
All right. Let's go.
Thank you very much. That's all the time we have this week. Thank you very much for inviting us into your homes. They're much nicer than ours. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
It's actually Sammy Sosa.